So daycares and I'm going to say private preschools. And the reason why I say private preschools is because public preschools have their own therapy team, right? Usually they may not have a large enough therapy team. So consider that. But I'm going to really focus on when I say preschools, I'm talking private preschools because public preschools usually are required to have therapy in the school. But daycares and preschools. And you have to consider that children that are at daycare, their parents are working, both parents are working, or they probably wouldn't be at daycare, right? So that is a problem that you have to solve for the parent. So when a parent has a child at daycare, there's a couple ways to solve getting this child to therapy, right? There's a couple ways to solve it. One is a parent can flex their work hours. They can go in late one day, work a little bit longer another day. They can leave early a day, come in super early, whatever it is. You talk to the parents about getting their boss. Now, bosses in this world, since COVID, are a lot more flexible than they were before COVID. So let's use that to our advantage because we have to be super flexible and family friendly as employers. And so we would expect that other people have that type of flexibility in their job. Now, not 100%, that's okay. We're working with the ones that we can work with, and they have to work with their job to get that flexibility to be able to bring the child to therapy. Now, if that's an absolutely no-go, and you hope there's two parents that maybe one or the other could get the flexibility at their workplace. So that's, to me, always first choice because as a parent, I want to bring my child to therapy. However, if the parent can't make that happen, either parent, then you start to go and look at other family members. Are there grandparents? Are there aunts and uncles in this child's life that might have some flexibility, even if they pay them, but some flexibility to get that child to therapy? And maybe the parent comes once a month or once every other month to really get up to speed. Or you can make an agreement that you'll call the parent once a month. I mean, you don't want to call them every single visit. So be careful with your promises, but look at what you're willing to do. Maybe you'll send the treatment note home. Whatever that might make sense for you and that parent to bring the parent into the communication cycle. Then there's always the option of, is there a college student that the parent trusts, right? And this has to be somebody the parent trusts. You're not going to put your kiddo in an Uber. Some people would, but we're going to assume logical great parents. And most people aren't just going to put their 3-year-old in an Uber, nor is it probably legal. But anyway, somebody that they trust, right? A college student or maybe even a high school senior. There are high schools now that kids get early release. They're literally getting out by noon, right? Or, whatever it might be that a high school kiddo has the ability to transport this child and isn't having to take off school to do it. So I'm being realistic here, but probably a college student, right? A college student. So family members first, then college student, then potentially a high school early release kiddo, senior, but really just taking a look at how can you solve this problem for the parent? Because really the parent might be resistant and say, I'm not sure I want to be there. Yeah, but we want the child to have progress more, right? Like if we can't be there all the time, can't be at soccer practice all the time, it's okay to carpool. So if we can't be at therapy all the time, how can we at least feel good as a parent that our child got to therapy? And then we jump in once a month, every other week, whatever the parent can organize. So think with that, because when I'm giving you solutions on how to tap into daycares, you do have that problem as how's the kiddo even going to get to our facility?